Hi guys, in this session we are going to discuss about row access policy. Masking policy and row access policy are the security features from Snowflake. In our last session we have seen what is masking policy. In this session we are going to discuss about row access policy. Row access policy allows the users to access a subset of records from a given table. This policy helps not to show all the data but to show only the data which is needed to the users. To demonstrate this, we are taking an example of a table which has list of customers from many countries. Under a region there are multiple countries. So now think that we have a finance group who works for different regions. Suppose we have a Asia finance group. They need only the customers data from Asia region. So in this example, we are going to see how to restrict the Asia Finance users to see only records or only the customers records which are belongs to Asia region. Now I think you got what exercise we are going to do now. I have a table called nation. It has records of countries and against to that we have the region ID. If you look at here, country India, Indonesia, Japan, China, Vietnam, these are all belongs to Asia region. So let's create a user and give access to see only the records of Asia region. Let me create a table in DemoDB database. To implement row access policy, we need to take help of a lookup table. That's why I am creating this lookup table. It is finance underscore managers and it has two columns. One is role name and segment to show. In this table, I am inserting a record. Insert into finance managers table. Select Asia finance role and segment to show is 2. So we just seen what is segment number. Segment number 2 has the countries from Asia region. It means this lookup table is saying show only Asia related customer records to the role Asia Finance. After that, we need to create DDL for row access policy. To create row access policy, following is the syntax. Create or replace row access policy and give the policy name. So here I am giving policy name as Finance Manager Segments as segment varchar. Here segment is input parameter. Row access policy is reading the input parameter segment from the lookup table. Returns boolean whether it's to show or not to show. After that we need to provide the condition. Here it means if the current role is account admin, don't restrict any records, or if the current role is sysadmin, don't restrict any records, or read the current role and check what segment to be shown from the lookup table. This is the meaning of this syntax. Let me create this row access policy. It is created. Now let's apply this row access policy to the nation table. So the syntax is alter table name, add row access policy. This is the policy name on which column? On region key column. Let me apply this row access policy to the nation table. Actually, I logged in with the role account admin. Let me run this command. In this case, I should see records from all the regions because I belongs to account admin role. So I should get the records from all the regions. Okay, region 0, region 1, region 2, region 3, region 4. I have got records from all the regions. Now to test the other case, let me create a role Asia Finance and log in with this role and check what data I can see. Okay. To do that, let me create a user called John. Let me create a role that is Asia Finance role. Let me give the grants on the schema, usage grants on the warehouse, and give read-only writes on all the tables in demo schema. Then assign this role to the user John. Grant role. Now let's log in as John. Then John and sys. Change his role to Asia Finance role. Now let's copy our query. Think now John is running this query with his role Asia Finance and see all these records belongs to region 2. So if you want you can say See, John is getting only the records which belongs to Asia region. Now let's see a few useful SQL statements related to row access policy. So the first one is show row access policies. So this command shows the row access policies created in your current database. Describe row access policy and provide the policy name. So when you run this command, so you will see the policy name and the logic that you have given to restrict the users to see only the data which is needed for them. And if you want to remove the row access policy on a given table, you can use this command, alter table name, drop row access policy and provide the policy name. So run this now. And this policy got detached from the nation table. Now let's go to John's login and run this query. Now you will see records of all the regions. Let me attach this row access policy back to the table. Now John can see only the records of Asia region. So let's recap how to create row access policy. To create row access policy, we need to follow two-step process. The first one is we need to create a lookup table. In that lookup table, we need to define the role name and segment. Segment meaning on which subset of records that corresponding role should have access. The step number 2 is we need to create a row access policy definition. So when you create this row access policy definition, Snowflake has the references of lookup table. So any user accessing the corresponding table, Snowflake makes sure that this condition applies. So that's all for this session, and thank you for watching this video, and thank you for subscribing this channel. Take care.